Alright guys, this video is on the island. It is time to clean this up. There is a good chance of rain, and they think maybe up to a half an inch or so is possible. And I need every drop I can get to soak in this ground. So the problem right now is all these leaves will act like a water block. They will absorb water before it hits the ground. So I have to remove these, and you can hear my leaf blower running here. I've done this tactic many times in this wood food plot, and of course not all the leaves are off, but because the conditions are so dry, I have to do this in order to try to save this food plot. There is just so much effort that I put into this that I don't want to lose it. Some of the tips when it comes to cleaning this off, it depends on the situation that your food plot is in. If you have a very well established food plot, then you can do it gun-ho. Go for it full steam on the air blower. But if you're in a situation where you've got stringy growth and it's not really all that well rooted in, you could actually pull that out of the ground or rip it apart because of how weak it has grown. So I'm kind of in that battle zone where I've got some weak stuff and some pockets of really good stuff. So it's up to you on how hard you want to run your blower, but I need to at least clear all this off. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I need at least 95% of this cleaned off. And that will help increase my odds of getting a rainfall here that will absorb into the ground much better than the way it is currently setting right now. So without any more hesitation, I'm going to film some of this. I won't film all of it, but you can at least see what I'm going to do here. And if you are going to try to do a full steam, I would not hold it down here by the ground. I generally would elevate myself about 3 feet. So that way the grass or your plants won't take the full steam run of the force of the air. And of course a backpack blower is much better than this, but this is all I can afford. All right, another thing here is I'm also using the wind to my advantage, even though it is dying down right now. But the winds have been as high as 25 miles an hour today. So anytime there is a gust, that will help me use less fuel to drive these leaves further away. I don't want to bore you to death with a video too much longer than this. I think you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing here. Get this uncovered so moisture can hit it, and it will help with the sunlight issue because the leaves are piling up so thick now that it is actually covering this up. So if it does rain on it, it can cause matting, and matting can kill your food plot if it's having a hard time growing because the plants are too weak to push the leaves apart, and they simply starve to death from basically lack of sun. So I hope this video helps you. I've got probably a part 2. I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So hang tight for part 2. Alright guys, just try to get this film in before it gets too dark. I'm nearly done with removal of the leaves. I've still got a few pockets over here to clean out, but things are going well. I can tell the camera's fading in and out here on lighting. Sorry about that. Just the camera doing it. But I've cleaned out everything over here that I possibly could. I'm going to take a good portion of this and mount it up into the stump here. So I'm going to have a nice leaf pile there to add even more nutrients. The rest of them are either blown outside of the island, or in this case, other stump piles. Just trying to find places to put them for now. But if it rains now, I feel a whole lot better about this than what I was doing earlier. Just to give you an idea here, the drought situation is getting really, really bad. We are now in extreme drought and very close to going to excessive drought. This is probably the driest October that I have ever seen in my life, and now it's already into November, and I've maybe got a quarter-inch of rain. That's about it. So in roughly 12 weeks, I've had 1.75 inches of rain, and most of that came in one downpour, and that's when I sowed this place. So it has been literally bone dry. So I'm hoping and praying that we can get something here to help this ground, because I was literally blowing a dust bowl. That's what it felt like I was doing, just moving dirt around. It's that bad this year. We also have wildfires that are starting to break out. There was a brush fire that got started a few miles from the house, and it's been put out, thank goodness, but they are starting, and some of these are arson set. I most certainly hope they find them people and deal with them like they should be dealt with. Other than that, we've got a few stupid people out here trying to burn when there is a total burn ban right now in effect. I'll go ahead and tell you, fire is a fantastic tool to help grow your deer herd, make them bigger and stronger, but when you do it the wrong way, it creates absolute nightmares. And unfortunately, there are people that are just setting fires, and either intentionally to do harm, to watch things burn, or because I don't have enough common sense not to burn. So fire safety is a big concern right now when you're in this type of drought that I'm in. But anyway, the island is about done. I'd say another 5 to 10 minutes max. I will be done up here and I will head home. And then I will wait till after it rains and I will come in here and add more straw to try to hold whatever moisture I got in. If it barely rains, it's not worth it. But if it rains enough to get down in the ground a good deal, I will apply the straw. All right, guys, I hope your food plot's definitely doing better than mine and that you're getting plenty of rain. You all have a fantastic day.